Hello there, I'm Dr. Nuzum and welcome to Q&A Wednesday. Today our first question is from Patricia. She says, Doc, what is the Epstein-Barr virus? Well, the Epstein-Barr virus is a herpes virus. It's in the herpes family. It's called herpes number 4, actually. So Epstein-Barr has 4 stages to it. There's the first stage, which is usually asymptomatic, usually causes no trouble. You don't even know you have it, all right? And it moves from that stage into what's called mononucleosis. And when you get mononucleosis, you get the sore throat, you get all this nasty stuff that comes with it, fever, fatigue, sore throat. And then it moves into what I call the invasion phase. And that's where the Epstein-Barr virus finds a home within your body. So in many cases that happens to be the thyroid, okay? And it'll cause the thyroid to produce nodules and things like that. Okay, so the Epstein-Barr virus, as it finds a home, and if that happens to be in the thyroid, it starts to cause the thyroid to grow nodules. And it incubates there, and it'll activate and be deactivated by the immune system, and then activate, and so on and so forth. And eventually, it attacks the nervous system. And most of the time, what we see when that happens is a condition called multiple sclerosis. So Patricia also asked, what are the symptoms of Epstein-Barr virus? Well, fatigue, sore throat, dizziness, chills, fever, muscle aches and pains, weakness, and sore joints. Those are your typical symptoms of Epstein-Barr. Now, with Epstein-Barr, what's interesting is that it'll be deactivated by your immune system, but then things can reactivate it again. And the primary things that reactivate Epstein-Barr are severe stress, okay, intense stress, or a traumatic event. Okay, when you have a traumatic event, it drops your immunity, which can cause the Epstein-Barr virus to reactivate, right? Parasites. Parasites produce chemicals that activate the Epstein-Barr virus in our system. Heavy metals. Heavy metals drop our immunity and in some cases even can activate Epstein-Barr in different tissues, like mercury causing Epstein-Barr to trigger in our brain and our nervous system. Also, we have some environmental chemicals in things like pesticides and herbicides, and those types of things can also trigger the activation of Epstein-Barr in our system. Okay, our next question is from Angela. And Angela asks, I suspect I have Epstein-Barr. What kind of lab work do I need to do? Well, first off, I would say go talk to your doctor. Talk to especially a functional medicine doctor or naturopath or a chiropractor, and have them do the antibody and antigen tests for Epstein-Barr. There's different tests for different phases of Epstein-Barr. So I've had lots of patients over the years with Epstein-Barr. The normal reference ranges for Epstein-Barr virus in the system with the antibody and the antigen tests typically are a 0 to 18 range. Okay, so the normal ranges are 0 to 18. You either don't have it or you have up to an 18 count. Okay. I've had patients that were up in the 2,500 levels. I constantly, very, very consistently see people with levels of 500, 400, 600 even on that reference range where, 0 to 18 is normal, but they're way out here at 600. That's something I see often. So talk to your doctor, get the antibody and the antigen tests for Epstein-Barr. So our next question is from Matt. And Matt asks, Doc, is there a natural treatment for Epstein-Barr virus? And the answer is yes. But the thing there's a caveat, okay? So the treatment for Epstein-Barr virus from a natural standpoint has to be individualized because it's the same thing doesn't work for everybody, okay? So first off, we need to supply all the nutrients your body needs in order to fight a virus. Those are things like vitamin A, vitamin D3, vitamin C, selenium, zinc. Okay, these are your basic nutrients your body needs in order to fight a viral infection, right? So those need to be supplied. You also have to have a healthy gut. If you don't have a healthy gut, you're not going to be able to absorb those essential nutrients that your immune system needs in order to fight the virus, right? So digestive enzymes and probiotics to help the gut be healthy and be able to absorb the nutrients you're giving it. Adaptogens are another excellent category of herbs to use to help your body defend itself against Epstein-Barr or any other virus. Medicinal mushrooms are another great thing to grab for viral infections of any kind. Vitamin C IVs, I know those are kind of controversial. I have seen excellent success with patients doing vitamin C IVs to actually get their immune system up to the point it is able to kill the virus, okay? There are all kinds of studies on vitamin C IVs in high doses of vitamin C and its antiviral effects. And so that would be another thing that I would look into. There are things like also fulvic and humic acids, things I specialize in. Those would be things I would use. They go around cleaning up the system and pulling those viruses out of our cells and things like that. So those would be the basic things that I would recommend for fighting an Epstein-Barr infection. Well, that concludes our Q&A Wednesday for today. Thank you for tuning in. I really enjoy these. If you want to submit a question, send it to info@drnuzum.com. And until then, this is Dr. Nuzum bringing you optimal health naturally. Thank you so much.